We love Star Wars, and you should too. Today we're taking a look at a very interesting and much beloved character from the Clone Wars cartoon series, who at the time of this recording just made the jump on over to Rebels. That character is the charismatic Weequay pirate captain known only as Hondo Ohnaka. Sold into slavery by his parents at a young age, Hondo became the cupbearer for Porla the Hutt. Hondo assisted his master in the spice trade before eventually making off with the Hutt skiff and several of his house servants. With his new manpower and cache of weapons at his side, Ohnaka would go about building his pirate gang. We first officially meet Hondo in the Clone Wars episode entitled Dooku Captured, where as the title suggests, he captures the Sith and Separatist leader Count Dooku with plans to ransom him off to the Republic. But when Obi-Wan and Anakin come to the pirate stronghold on Flarum to collect, Hondo decides he would double his profits by taking the Jedi captive and ransoming them off as well. If it wasn't already made abundantly clear, Hondo took no sides in the Clone Wars, instead deciding to stay neutral except for the situations wherein he saw a profit for himself. And surprisingly, when he was forced to deal with the Separatists or the Republic, he was nothing if not polite and cordial. Hondo would pop back up again in the Seven Samurais inspired episode called Bounty Hunters, where he and his gang were extorting a village of peaceful farmers for raw materials. Once again, Obi-Wan and Anakin, now joined by a ragtag group of bounty hunters, would unite and defeat the pirate, but not before Hondo got to have an awesome duel with the future Darth Vader aboard a tank. Hondo, while a skilled fighter in his own right, preferred to stay his hand and not resort to things like torture unless he deemed them absolutely necessary. He's also very quick to abandon any given situation where he no longer sees the chance of monetary compensation. At some point during his long life, Hondo made the acquaintance of bounty hunter Jango Fett, so when he sees the man's young son Boba Fett has joined up with the vicious and dangerous Aurra Sing, who he once dated FYI in the episode Lethal Takedown, Hondo, in another act of fractured honor and respect, shows concern for the boy and eventually talks him into surrendering himself to the Republic. Another instance of Hondo's softer side perhaps poking through is when he took in Shalhan Alama, a Weequay bounty hunter and member of Cad Bane's posse who had gone into hiding from the Republic because of his involvement in the Senate hostage crisis on Coruscant. Then again, this was less out of altruism and more about trying to find out who wanted the bounty hunter so badly. Hondo's kidnapping of Count Dooku would come back to haunt him during the Second Battle of Flarum, when General Grievous and Separatist forces would attack the planet. Hondo was only saved because of Ahsoka and a group of Jedi initiatives who would join forces with the same pirates who had kidnapped them earlier to defeat the droids and save Hondo. It's during this time also Hondo had the rare opportunity to see a lightsaber be crafted before his very eyes, a moment he would go on to call priceless. The Sith would again complicate things for Hondo when Darth Maul would abscond with half of his pirate crew. In retaliation, Hondo would form a brief alliance with Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Jedi would bravely battle two Sith Lords in a lightsaber duel, while Hondo would buy back the loyalty of his crew and turn the tide of battle in the hero's favor. Flash forward to Star Wars Rebels episode Brother of the Broken Horn, where a much older but no less slick Hondo Shanghai's young Jedi Ezra Bridger into joining him on a black market deal that, you guessed it, blows up in his face, but not before giving the young Ezra a chance to see what life as a pirate would have been like without friends and without loyalty that he's come to know and love from the crew of the Ghost. What's great about this episode is that Hondo leaves saying he always considered the Jedi friends, kind of, sort of, maybe. Well, at times, 60-40. The last thing of note about Hondo is that he's voiced by the legendary Jim Cummings. Yes, Winnie the Pooh, 90s Shocker, and Hondo the Pirate are all voiced by the same guy. Isn't that amazing? Thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you liked it, and I hope you'll check out some of the other cool videos we have on offer here at the channel. And for more Star Wars Rebel reviews, you can find them over on my own personal channel. Until next time, everybody.